back again. Back again. I've mentioned before several times. Now, I am not an overly religious man. I'm not out of my mind. I'm not what's known as a Bible thumper. I'm not going to fucking sit there and preach to you the word of the Lord every 10 minutes. However, we all have our beliefs. We all have what we do, and that's what we do, and that's how we do it, and that's all there is to that shit. However, Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, Judaism, Christianity, you know, they all pretty much follow the same rules. Basically, they're based on pretty much two ideals, you know, love and respect. You know, there's other things, you know, understanding, and you know, everything has rules, but ultimately they're all based on love and respect. It's amazing. It really is when you think about it. That religion is actually responsible for more death in the world than pretty much anything else, only because there are other religions that just think that, you know, no, ours is better, and because you don't agree with what I'm saying, we are going to just wipe you off the face of the earth. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, as soon as you figure out what sense that makes, you please, by all means, explain it to me. Explain it to me. Because, I mean, I do believe that every now and then some people just do need a punch right in the fucking eye, but, you know, being wiped off the face of the earth and things of that nature, come on. You know, it's easy to make things go bye-bye. The true test of a man's spirit is actually being able to tolerate the things that aggravate you and annoy you the most. Believe me when I say those words coming out of my mouth is just an amazing thing. However, when certain things happen to you that take certain abilities and, you know, stuff like that away from you, you have a chance to reflect. And boy, do I reflect. Woo! Anyway, in Taoism, there's something called a yin yang. You've probably seen it. That the round thing with this, with the big S through it, and you know the black and white with the little black dot and the white dot and the black. Now, I see things the way I see things, and the way I see this whole thing is nothing, no symbol more personifies spinal cord injury. You know, the white side of yin yang is supposed to signify the light. And we all know that, you know, when we are in the light, things are okay, we can see, we can perceive, we can understand, we have a better idea what's going on. That is, prior to our injuries, that's our able-bodied side. After our injury, we've been plunged into the darkness. The darkness of yin yang is the yang is. The darkness of yin yang is the yang is represents the darkness, the mystery. All right, let's stop that shit right there. My parents taught me nothing. They taught me the meaning between right and fucking wrong. And that yang shit being dark, that's fucking wrong. Yin's dark, yang's white. Next question. Confusion, chaos. You know, as you know, from early on, you know, man being on the earth, at very, you know, prehistoric times and things of that nature, the darkness always brought on so much mystique, so much mystery. There's so much danger going on in the darkness. You know, absolutely just frightened primitive man. However, we're not primitive anymore. I'd like to believe However, there are some things going on in each and every person that you're just innate. Things are instilled inside of you. Inherited intelligence. You know, even though everybody thinks we are modern man living in a modern age, and by the way, we are. But we still revert back to some of the older habits that we have. Hence the term, you know, back to the yin yang. Now after you're injured, yes, you're in the darkness. However, if you have a belief, whatever the belief is, not only just a belief in yourself, but a knowledge in yourself that you can, whatever it is you're looking to do, my attitude is I'm looking to take back as much ability as I possibly can. I've made pretty good strides. I've showed videos of other people fighting to the best of their ability to take back, you know, as much ability as they can. And they do a damn good job. Damn good job. There are some of us who actually get back to where we want to be. Some of us get as much back as we possibly can. And we strive for more, more, and more, and more. That's the primitive side. That's the side that drives your passion, that drives you, that pulls you towards your goal. Whatever that may be. You know, and that does include able-bodied. You know, when you suffer an injury of this magnitude and you experience paralysis, which many people just look and they think that there is nothing you can do. Now I will tell you, if you have a full-blown severing of your spinal cord, and there is an absolute slash and a mangling of that, you know, you got about as much chance as growing back an arm. However, if you're like me, and like many others, many others, for the most part, spinal cord was crushed. And even though some of the signals going down the cord are extremely small, there's more there than nothing. The big problem is sometimes there's not enough signal that actually can assist you in moving your affected appendages, whether they be your hands, your arms, your whatever it is that's been, you know, affected. Because each and every person that has suffered a spinal cord injury, each injury is completely as individual as the individual. But there is always hope, there is always chance. And as far as religion is concerned, you don't need to believe in a higher power. Maybe you believe. Your logic is the fact that there's no God that would actually do anything like this to anybody. God is all compassion, all loving, all understanding, and everything else. You know, there's no way in the world that entity could possibly do something like this. There's no way in the world a God, any type of God, can bring on all the hardship, all the famine, all the disease, all the war, all the bad that, you know, we deal with in humanity every day. You know, my logic is this, you know, and you can stick with me on this one if you want. If not, you know, I mean, you atheists will probably go like this, what? And some of you devout Christians and, you know, the other religions will go, you know, I guess it makes sense if you look at it upside down. But I believe that God did create the heavens, everything we see, all around us. Okay? But I also believe in the Big Bang Theory. But without God, there would be no Big Bang Theory. There wouldn't be anything. You know, I like to bring science and religion together. I believe that there was a Garden of Eden. But at the same time there was a Garden of Eden, there was also evolution going on. I believe that Evolution started a little bit earlier than the Garden of Eden, only because God was trying to figure out what was going on. He already knew that he had the power to start life anytime he wanted to, but he was doing a big experiment. And he created the primordial ooze, at which the little amoebas and everything just started banging around together and stuff like that. And then, the fish frog thing came out of nowhere and decided that I'm walking over there and stuff like that. But at the same time, the Garden of Eden was going on. I believe, and if you check it out, if you really think about it, you'll find that a lot of the anthropologists and archaeologists have also discovered different species of man. Different species. How could that possibly be? If there's only one way or the other way, how could they have different ones? Because my way is the right way. This makes too much sense to me. There's a Garden of Eden. That's where modern man came from. And modern woman, I don't want to make anybody seem like I'm trying to cut anybody out. Yeah, two genders. And, they did their thing with the apple and all the rest of that shit. They were made to walk the earth and stuff like that. And piss God off, At the same time, prior to that, there was a less civilized mankind that was formed and, evolved into what was going on. It died off. Not all of them. All of them died off. Some of the ones like Lucy, the monkeys that got up and walked around. And very much like you see today, where, for crying out loud, the interbreeding and everything, not just between brother and sister, you sick bastards, but breeding between, between races, religions, sexes, everything. Everything is a big mishmash of everything else. So why couldn't my theory be correct? When I gotta tell you, I know it is. I know it is. I don't need to ask questions. I don't need to read books. I've read all the books. I've asked all the questions. You know what? We all have our own ideas. But that's what makes us to what we are. And my idea is simply this. With the yin-yang, in the way it's broken up in my head as far as spinal cord injury is concerned, when it comes to taking back ability, you either have action or inaction. Action is the light that you can stand a chance, you can fight back and get as much back. You have inaction where you then in turn for the rest of your forevers will live in the darkness. If you're happy in the dark, you have no problem with it, once again I would say, don't ever watch any of my videos, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Because if you're content on not even trying your best, I don't mean trying your best, doing your best, taking as much action as you can take. If you're not doing that, just go. Go. All you're doing is taking up space. You're just taking up space. You're a burden, and you should just donate your body to science. As for myself, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to try as best I can. I'm going to try as hard as I can. Yes, I will fail. Fail, 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 fail. But from my failures, I will learn, 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 learn. I will pray to my God. I will sit there and I will think about other gods. I will think about other religions and stuff like that because my God wants me to be smarter than your God. My God wants me to be smarter than him. But he laughs because he knows it's never going to happen. But it won't be from a lack of trying. Do the best you can. Pull yourself to your goal. Don't wait around for someone to push you. Don't wait around for someone to, what's the thing, oh man, I hear it all the time. Motivate you. You don't need motivation when you have your own motivation. When you have your own goals. You know what you need to do? You just got to shake human nature for being lazy. You got to shake human nature for actually sit there just thinking and believing in your head there's no reason I should bother trying. What for? What for? For your own self-worth, for your own being. You're free. Everything, every fiber that's you wants you to be the best you can be in whatever you do. If you've already tried your best and you've decided that this is where I'm at, I'm content with this, by all means, I applaud you. I haven't gotten there yet, nor do I think I ever will. I do believe I will die trying to get out of this situation. You know, which way or what way and anything, I don't know. I don't know. The unknown. Always, the unknown doesn't frighten me. The unknown sparks my curiosity. The unknown drives me. I want to figure out what it is. One of the reasons I'm involved in research quite often. It's one of the reasons I constantly train. It's one reason that I continuously come up with different ideas. And one of the reasons that I try to share them with anybody that wants to see them. Perhaps something I'm doing makes your mind go, wait a minute, if I did that and I did this and I did that and I did this, we might be onto something. Exactly. Let's all get on to something, whether it be religion, a belief in science. However, if you don't believe in yourself, all the rest of the stuff is a waste of fucking oxygen. Get the fuck to work.
Wait a minute, I'm not done. If yin being the dark and yang being the light, then what are the two dots of light in the dark and dark in the light? That symbolizes that chaos cannot exist without order, and order cannot exist without chaos. Order without chaos means you will never understand and or appreciate the light. And chaos without order means you will never understand and or appreciate the dark.
So in turn, what that means is that chaos and order have a symbiotic relationship, meaning one cannot exist without the other. Understand that. And that relates to spinal cord injury being, prior to your injury, I like to call that the light, the order. Things were within your control to do with as you wish. And it wasn't until chaos came about that gave you a serious appreciation for the life that you had led before. It took an injury of this magnitude to give you appreciation of everything that you had, and as you try to take it back, understand that old person has died, and you're not going back to what you had, but you're trying to take back what you want. Balance your life, or you will die.